Okay, so the dictaphone's recording as well, so we're now getting a dictaphone copy of what's happening. Right, the MK's powered up, the GoPros on the glasses seem to be working. I've got to make sure I stay very close to Dave's case because everything's actually laid on it. Don't trip over it, yeah. I have a feeling I might take off and trim without the glasses just to get it level and flat, and then I'll go in the glasses and start flying through FPV, and I'll actually say on this audio when that happens, so that from a video point of view, in fact that's a good point, we've got to start the GoPro up. Do you want to press the button on the top? I'll tell you if it's worked. Yep, that's started recording. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, I guess we probably need a bit more space. Yeah, I need that away from me really, probably. So if you turn it around and face it away from me and take it over there a bit. And as I say, I'll take off with it out of the goggles for the moment. Right. Get it level and trimmed, and then go in the goggles. Okay. Oh great, now we've got an audience. Guys just stopped to watch. Oh, it's facing sideways. Could you turn it so that it's facing away from me, so that I've got it back in, tail in? So that when I take off I don't have to immediately try and... That's better. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Very quiet.
Very. In fact, it's pretty trimmed, I think.
Yeah. Bit of yaw going. Side on.
Stop it rotating.
Full set orientation. Port starboard.
Okay, right. Okay, so that's pretty stable. It's not bad. I'm going to go in the glasses now, I think. Oh, this is weird. It's very strange. It's turning to the right slightly. I can see it kind of yawing.
Yeah, there it goes.
Sounds like it's over my head, but it doesn't look like it's over my head in the video.
No, it's not. It's about 10 feet from. Now it's behind you. It's behind you to your right.
Yeah, I can see it's facing. Oh, it is really weird, I have to say. It's very strange. It's a really weird sensation. Just trimming it because it looked like it was. Is it? Oh, it's dropping.
Yeah, 6 foot off the ground.
I'm just going to climb it back out again because I'm using the barometric variometer. It's clicking away to itself. I can hear it. So I should slowly be gaining height. It should be drifting. It's actually up the field now.
Yep, it is.
Should be a bit more better height. Now I'm just going to...
I'm losing you in the trees.
Where?
It's alright, okay, I've got you.
Right, I'm rotating round to face us now.
Okay.
Which might give me a bit more of a...
Right, okay, yeah, coming towards us.
Still yawing a little bit to the right. I'm just trying to correct it using trim because it seems to be constantly yawing to the right. It seems to be...
Okay, towards us. About 20 foot off the ground.
Yeah, so it's now pretty stationary now.
Yep.
Rotating back round so that we're centre frame. It's a much easier to frame shots, I have to say. have to say it's much easier. I'm going to try tilting the camera a little bit now just to keep us in shot, which would be a bit weird. Look at that, we're dead centre in the shot now. That's perfect actually, that's really, really good. I'm just going to come towards us a touch more and tilt the camera a little bit more to keep us in shot. That's, I mean, it's much easier to frame. Much easier to frame. It's weird that I'm facing up the field and it's behind me now.
Yeah, that's right.
So I can see my back now, which is
pulling it round.
a bit weird. It's dropping quite dramatically.
Yeah.
Just going to level the camera back up because it just weird a bit.
A bit weird flying.
Now it's wandering quite dramatically all over the place now. It just feels a bit strange. That should lock it in altitude again. I could do with one of those gyros that allows me to rotate my head and look where I'm facing. Although I think that would really disorientate me. It's bad enough as it is.
Yeah.
These keep slipping as well, which doesn't help.
You probably need a better.
I need a band around the back of my head on the back of the arms.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, generally speaking, you know, the initial go into the goggles was strange, very strange, because, you know, it just felt weird. But now I'm actually in the goggles, you know, I mean, I'm going to head up just to see if I can get some shots of the playing area. I won't get too far away just in case the transmission loses, but I'm going to heading up the field now. Yeah, so that's the playground at the top of my field.
Right,
Oh really?
No, you're right. You're really low.
I'm going to turn it round and come back.
Off the ground. Oh, yeah.
Are you videoing it actually on what it looks like in the air?
I'm videoing you.
So I wonder if I'd be better out of the variometer.
Are you using the variometer?
I am.
It's kind of, you're bouncing up and down.
Yeah, the variometer can be a bit funny. See, hear it beeping?
Yeah.
Well, that's climbing then, you see, because I had to stick a bit when I'm yawing it. Because the trouble is that compass isn't working very well, I don't think.
Yeah.
So when I'm yawing it, I'm adding or taking away throttle, which makes it climb or drop.
Right.
So when I get it below central or neutral, I mean it bounces anyway.
Yeah, it's going to bounce. So,
Right, okay, so I think I need to... Oh God, I'm nose in.
You're now standing in front of your area.
Right, well I'm also nose in, so that's not very helpful really. So I'm going to have to fly away from me, which is kind of, yeah, I'm going over. That's it. So that's now away from me. That's better. Right, now I can see. Now I'm out of the goggles. I'm looking over the top of the goggles now because I've kind of had enough. It's worked.
So you're flying about 6 minutes now, I reckon.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 minutes.
Right, that's the variometer turned off now. So I'm now flying on throttle. I don't like landing with a variometer. I don't think it gives enough control. So I'm now going to land in front of me. I'm looking over the goggles to do this. So just descent correction. There we go, and we're down. Right, so I was out the goggles to land. I was in the goggles, 7 minutes 57 seconds in fact, because I can see it actually in the goggles. So it's 8 minutes. I mean, I get about a 10-minute flight. That was, how can I describe that? That was weird.
Pilot side view.
Yeah, it was a bit strange, especially when I came out the goggles and I realised it was actually nose in, and I would panic because I don't fly nose in. But yeah, it was
fly,
perfectly. Yeah, I mean certainly from a capturing the shot point of view.
Yeah.
You know, when I was hovering over us,
Yeah.
and I could tilt the camera, I could get us spot dead centre in the shot, and if it started to wander, I could correct to keep us dead centre in the shot. So from a framing point of view, absolutely perfect, fantastic in fact, really, really good.
What about flying it though?
Flying it,
Orientation, like
its orientation's fine because I know the field, so I know which direction it's heading based on the landscape. The weird thing is like when it starts to drop, because suddenly you realise that the ground is suddenly looking that much closer, and it's at that point, you know, it's not until you know, it looks that close, and then you go, well, actually, you're only 6 foot off the ground. You're like at your height off the ground.
Yeah.
That it suddenly, well, that's it's getting a bit low. I need to do something about that.
Yeah.
So certainly altitude's quite difficult to judge.
Yeah.
And I think if I had an OSD on it, it would probably be easier with an artificial horizon and altitude and everything else.
Yeah.
So I think all in all, it was quite a useful experiment. I think I need a bit more practice.
Well, that's what practice is for.
Yeah, I need a bit more practice. I think once I've had a bit more practice, it will be that much easier.
Yeah.
I think I need to probably invest in an OSD.
Yeah.
Really. So that'd be the next thing.
Flytron.com.
Yeah, or something. There are other OSDs available.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. Quite interesting. Right, have you stopped?
I've stopped.
Right, I'll stop this as well then.
Goodbye.